All right, so let's touch a little bit on theory and what's going on here. We kind of started the lesson out touching on it a little bit when we said that, this whole idea is based around some double stops and a cool little chord or scale run with some chromatic notes. Well, the very beginning, again, is starting out with D minor pentatonic over an F major 7 chord. Right? Now you could think of that as D minor pentatonic, or you could think of it as F major pentatonic. They have the same notes in the scale, they're just starting from two different points. But when it gets a little more, not complex when you think about it, but that flat 5 that you throw in there, that's that note there that gives it that really bluesy sound. Right? That's on a D, it's a flat 5 note. Right? And by that I mean it's just 5 scale tones up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You flat that 5th. Right? Well, over the F major chord, it's not a 5th or a flat 5th. It is actually your you could think of it as a minor 3rd or a raised 9th, a sharp 9. And that's the way I would look at it, is a sharp 9. It's adding some tension over that F chord, which is, you really have a major 3rd in that F major 7 chord, but it's playing, so you have that half step kind of dissonance there. So it sounds really, really cool. Then it goes into G minor pentatonic. And that's over an E minor 7 flat 5, which is kind of a tense chord. And then when it's toggling between those two notes, that's on the E minor 7 flat 5 to the A7, which is the 2 to the 5. And then it resolves to that A note, which is the root of the 5 chord. Right? So it's a really nice resolution. Gives you a little dissonance. When playing over that E minor 7 flat 5, you kind of get that flat 9 in there. Yeah, and then you get to the root. So then it goes to the D minor 7 chord, which is the 1 chord. So you have, and over that D minor 7 chord, you end up playing basically what looks like an A minor pentatonic scale. And then you start running down some notes. And we're not going to get into why you choose the D minor or the A minor pentatonic over D. We're going to get into a whole series of lessons based on multiple choices of pentatonic scales that you can use over a single chord. It's really cool because you end up just getting 1 or 2 not outside notes, but notes outside of your typical pentatonics. You get a 9th here and there, you get a 6th, it's really cool stuff. And then you can actually start using pentatonics up and down a half step, or starting on the major 3rd, and all these kind of things. And it seems like a lot to think about, but it really isn't. And once you understand the theory, you can just think pentatonics. You don't have to think any other new scales for the most part, and you can get all these real colorful sounds. But we'll go into that at a later date. So anyway, you're walking up this pentatonic scale. And the one thing I want to touch on here, instead of talking about theory, is the way to pick this. Because if you use alternate picking, it gets a little tough, for me at least, at this tempo, because the way I kept this, how I kept focused on this, was I thought 2 notes, 2 notes, 2 notes, 2 notes, then 3 notes, 3 notes, 3 notes, then 4 notes with a little chromatic movement, then 4 notes again, then 2 notes. So I was thinking 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, then a little movement, then 1 2 3 4, then 1 2, because otherwise I kept stumbling with the pick a little bit. So just take that really slow, you know, one note at a time. Again, it's all 16th notes. And then just work it up, you know, with a metronome to speed. Right, and try and get it as clean as possible, and try and use some inflections, you know, start out lightly and go in between the dynamics of hitting the strings a little harder and softer. But make sure you have control of that. You don't want to just, you know, and whatever happens, happens. You want to be able to control those dynamics, whether you start out loud right. So just work on the dynamics of it, work on the getting it really down with a metronome, 16th notes kind of thing, and alternate picking thing, and also work on those double stops. Those are really cool. It's just a really, really jazzy, bluesy kind of thing to do. So I hope you got a lot out of that. It's a real quick lick, and that's what these things are intended to do, just introduce you to maybe a new technique or a new flavor of doing things. And I hope you guys like that. If you did, please continue to check out GuitarBreakdown.com. Click like if you really like this, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also share this if you can on forums or Facebook or anything like that. It really helps us out to kind of spread the word about what we're trying to do here. And if you like this and you want to see more, definitely let us know. Put a comment down below, and we will see you on the next one. Again, we have probably 3 more George Benson ideas we're going to go over, and they're really cool. So stick around for that, and I'll see you on the next one.